we go. This is it, episode 601. 601, No Laugh Track Podcast. We're at Acme Comedy Company in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is Justin Severson talking to my guest this week. How many times has Joe Zimmerman been on this podcast, including today? Joe, do you know?
I'm going to say...
I finally looked it up because last time we had a little discussion about this, and I know for sure now.
The over-under is 5. I'll take the over. I'll put down $20 on 6.
We got a winner here.
Yes.
We got a winner. Today's 8.
8. Holy cow.
Yes.
8 times. And to think, I only thought it was 6.
Some an hour, some a half hour, but here we are. There's someone calling me right now. Is it from the back of the room? I hope not. It does say Minneapolis, so... Anyway, how are you, Joe? I know we've talked a little bit before we started. I know you're now sort of a Minnesota resident after spending like a week here already.
Yeah, I got in early to see a college buddy Saturday, then did the Nate Arena show Sunday at XL and played golf with Nate and Larry Fitzgerald at Hazeltine, no big deal.
What?
And Alan, the member. Alan Hermeling. Alan,
what? You met Alan?
Alan from Chicago, but he spends a lot of time up here. Okay. Shout out Alan. Larry, Alan, Nate, and I, and 4 caddies. We walked around Hazeltine Sunday, and then...
You're like this isn't even your first time at the fancy course, Hazeltine, correct? You've been there before.
Yeah, once before. And then after we finished 18... did another 10 holes on their new par 3 course. And I got to say, made some pretty good putts. Was really rolling the rock. No big deal. Take the car back. At one point, at lunch, I happened to just randomly be sitting across my boy Larry Fitzgerald, Hall of Fame. Larry Fitzgerald, son of Minnesota.
That's right.
And after 18 holes, I have a club soda, and I pull out a bottle of Advil, and he just starts laughing at me. I'm like, what? He's like, you haven't been hit today? I'm like, Advil after 18 holes is like, for nothing weird about that. There's nothing laughable about Advil after 18 holes of golf. So I had to put the Advil away because I was embarrassed.
Did he then tell you like how many concussions he got playing professional football and all that?
Justin, that's a sensitive topic. Justin, he seems to be, he's got a venture capital firm. He's doing great.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
There was no, I think if anybody had any brain injury, it was me from that heat advisory that day.
You made it out.
Yeah, we survived. Took the van back from Hazeltine around 5 p.m., got a shower, and then went and performed for 9,000 people or something insane. I guess you were there Saturday.
Yeah, 9,000.
It was 12,000 Saturday, and then it was I don't know the number, but
it
was a lot of people, and then let's say it was 12,000 Saturday. I wasn't there then. It was like 10,000 Sunday or something.
I clearly am the numbers expert here in this podcast. The local newspaper just released a thing yesterday that Nate and you and all of the supporting acts broke a record over there. Over 32,000 fans in 2 days seeing comedy in St. Paul.
Oh, so I was way off on the numbers.
You're way off.
Oh, I didn't know holy cow. I didn't know what the capacity was. So it was more than 9,000 then.
Yeah. Yeah, more like 16 something.
I don't think I can take a whole lot of credit.
Being unannounced,
doing a guest spot for any of that 32,000 people.
Yes. Okay,
so wow. So maybe it was like 18,000 and anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a lot of people. And it was cool. It was a lot of energy. And it's weird. It's weird to be like playing golf in a heat advisory for 7 hours and then step on stage in an arena in the round.
Why he did too? My wife and I, of course, we're big Nate fans. Seen him 4 times now. The venues just keep getting bigger and bigger. Of course, I've seen you open for him in the past. Why didn't you do a Saturday show?
Well, I felt lucky that he just asked me to do a spot on Sunday where I could, and because it was fun to perform, and then I got to mention these Acme shows this week.
You did get to mention him on stage.
Yeah, he was very generous because
That's-
I was coincidentally in town because of hanging with college friends. I had a college trip planned, and I messaged him that I'm in town if he wants to play golf on Sunday,
Okay.
and he said, "Sure." And this was like a month ago. And then I never heard anything back, but other than the sure. And then his tour manager reached out like a week before, like, "Hey, are you playing golf on Sunday with Nate?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, I'll reach out beforehand." Never heard anything. So I play golf with my buddy Pete on Saturday. I fly in, and Saturday night at 10:30 p.m. I'm exhausted, and I text Nate, "Hey, I don't know if we're playing golf tomorrow, no pressure, but I made it into town." And he's like, "Yeah, we're meet at 8:15 at the loading dock." So I have no idea where we're going, who we're playing
Oh
with.
wow.
So I just show up 8:15. I'm stuck. The security guard won't let me in because I'm just a guy with golf clubs at a XL Energy Center.
I was actually thinking about it. I'm so glad you're saying this. On the drive over here, I was like, yeah, "What is that process of you just? Hey, I'm Joe. Can you let me in?"
Yeah, so I walk to XL with my golf clubs at 8 a.m. in the morning. And then I'm just like stuck outside a tunnel.
No.
I don't know who we're playing with or where we're going.
Nowhere near a golf course.
Yeah. And the security is like, you're gonna need a pass. You're gonna need a pass to get in.
Yeah.
So I call Justin, and I'm like, "Yeah, Justin's gonna come out, and the tour manager's gonna come out and get me to bring me in, but I just have to stand there for 10 minutes." And security's like, "You playing golf, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I played in college, 2 handicap." He's like, "Yeah." Used to play Augusta. I'm like, "You played Augusta?" He's like, "Yeah, I shot 2 under once at Augusta." I'm like, "You shot 2 under at the most prestigious, hardest course to get on ever?" And so anyway, apparently security better golfer than anybody we played with that day. I wish he could have come out and played. But I get in and it's not like me and Nate playing. It's like a group of 10 people and Larry Fitzgerald going to Hazeltine. It's like a big ordeal. So yeah, that's kind of how it is with Nate. You just like show up and it's going to be something crazy basically every time.
I love name dropping. So thank you for already bringing up Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I am. In case it's not clear to people that don't know me, I am like dropping names in a silly way is kind of my thing.
Yeah.
I'm not like I'm not like, I don't know Larry Fitzgerald. I just think it's funny to say that he's my boy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he is my boy.
I absolutely love it. In the past, you've mentioned, I think last time you mentioned that you had recently golfed with like Sonny Gray, who was a pitcher for the Twins at the time.
Yeah, and all this is Nate. This is Nate. Nate's like a celebrity magnet. They just love him. They want to hang out with him.
So I want to know who else have you met in the last year or so? Because the last time you were here was in 2023. So we've got a whole calendar year of you and celebrity, meeting celebrities. Give me some.
Well, first of all, Nate made my day on Sunday. Speaking of celebrities, because in the van ride over to Hazeltine, I asked how his Tahoe celebrity event went.
Oh, that's right.
And he goes, "I got big news for you." I said hi to Steph Curry, and I asked him if he remembered you. And Steph said he did remember you. I was like, this just made my year. Steph remembered having dinner with me that one time in 2014.
Shout out Davidson.
Shout out Davidson. Cats are wild. I was like, "Nate, he remembered me?" He's like, "Yeah." He said he remembered having dinner with you. He said, I told him, I asked if he knew Joe Zimmerman. He said he did. I was like, oh my gosh. It's all happening for me. It's all coming up Zims. But
that's the greatest.
That's the best. Steph is probably my favorite celebrity of any celebrity because of the Davidson connection.
Yeah.
And I drop his name as much as I can.
Oh yeah, he's been mentioned on this podcast.
Having met him one time in my life.
That's That's fantastic.
So that was awesome. But yeah, I'm trying to think. You know, through those tours, Jimmy Fallon's hung out for 24 hours.
Okay.
We've played golf with Tony Finau. I probably can't even think of all the people we've hung out with, but probably Jimmy Fallon I think is the biggest one. Just hanging out for a full day and sleeping on the tour bus bunk beds with us was pretty fun.
He spent the night on the tour bus.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there's a whole episode on YouTube about it, but
on Nate's podcast?
basically it was Jimmy's alma mater, and they were closing because you know how small schools are all closing now because of budgeting.
Sure.
So he was visiting, and we were just walking around the town of Albany, New York, and people were just leaning out their car window. Cars were screeching. Everybody was just running at him like it was like pandemonium, really. I've never seen people were ignoring. The funny part is everybody's ignoring Nate. People were just like wanting selfies with Jimmy. Meanwhile, Nate's doing 36,000 people at an arena, and they're not even looking at him.
Wow. Hosting the Emmys later this year?
Yeah. But I don't know. Those are probably the biggest ones that I can think of.
That's fantastic. Let's talk about last night.
I don't know. Name 5 celebrities, Justin. Who do you want me to have Who do you want me to have hung out with? I feel like I'm disappointing you now. You're like Jimmy Fallon, okay.
I don't know. What was it like meeting Mike Tyson?
You know, that was interesting, and he was not as good at golf as you would have thought. He was not. For being a great athlete, he's pretty bad at golf.
Hulk Hogan, how was he?
You know, R.I.P. Hulk.
You were lucky to meet him before he passed.
Great athlete off the tee, rough around the greens, real clunky with the forearms, bad touch, but honor to get to play with him. Yeah.
Fantastic. Last night was a really great show, Joe. Really fun.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Because I know every one of your jokes.
Yeah.
Tons of new stuff.
Yeah.
From the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Have you already recorded something? Do you have something scheduled?
Not at all. I'm trying to turn over some new material and work it out, and so I'm hoping by this weekend that it'll start to like congeal together but yeah, it's mostly just working on new stuff, and I feel like I'm a ways from having it cohesive. But the last thing I recorded is the special that's on Hulu and YouTube from a year and a half ago.
I love when you got introduced last night. I don't know who announced from the back of the room here, but they really emphasized all the way from New York.
Yeah. Shout out Grace, I think.
No, it wasn't Grace. It was a male voice. I don't know who it
Oh,
was.
okay.
So unique here that we got a comic from New York.
It would be a fun bit. It would be a fun bit to just write down like 19 credits that they had to read for me up top. Nice.
Wow, guess who loves that?
Yeah,
Grace the manager.
We're gonna try that. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if that makes anybody laugh. The 19 credits up top. I'm gonna and I'll have to make up several of them.
I love that idea.
Has been on the No Laugh Track podcast 8 times.
More than 6.
More than
let
6.
them think. Just say more than 6.
Hopefully you're keeping track of the leaders in the clubhouse for most times on the No Laugh Track pod.
Yeah, you're gaining.
Yeah, who's got the lead right now?
Well, there's Tim Slagle, but that's because he gets 2 weeks a year. He gets the solo headlining week, and then he has his special Crash and Burn week. You know, he brings in comics that do 20 minutes new material.
So he's like
Tony Deo, your buddy that you brought with last time, did it.
Yeah, I'd love to do Crash and Burn. I've heard it's a fun week.
Oh, you haven't done it yet.
I've heard it's a fun week. I haven't reached out about it, but
do you know how you get asked to do Crash and Burn? You say that you are interested in doing it in this club, and then that word gets back to Tim, and you get asked. So
cool.
You're probably going to get asked.
I'll say it right now.
Yeah, it's on the record. I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, so maybe I'm in the top 6, top 7.
We'll go with that.
All right, I like it.
6, 7. 6, 7. That just reminds me of something from another podcast I was listening to. In any case,
Well, yeah, don't go into it, Justin. Don't share.
I don't remember that. It was
Don't share with us.
I'm going to share with you that when my wife and I were walking out last night, one of my favorite things happened is when I got to overhear strangers talk about what they thought of the show.
That's one of my nightmares.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing the performing. So
Yeah.
this is great. You're going to like this.
Okay.
First one I heard, I loved his delivery.
Loved his delivery. That's heartwarming.
Then I heard a so funny.
Whoa.
And then I heard a so fun.
What?
And then I heard a word for word, I actually liked all of them.
Somebody liked all of them.
All of them.
All three comedians?
Yes.
Incredible.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful.
Uh-huh. And then one person said, really only the middle one. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I made that one up.
No, thank you.
You know I made
Appreciate
that
it.
one. My wife, of course, we're not going to do the bit, or I don't want you to do the bit, but you start off with one about talking about your mom on the phone. I want to tell you that
I'll share you in case it's a humorous anecdote for a podcast. I'll share with you my worst overhearing of a comment.
Yes, please.
I was doing a club in Canada, in Montreal, French-speaking Montreal. And if you talk to anybody in Montreal, they're like, yes, we get the comedy just as well. We get it just as well. You do your normal thing. We laugh. We have no difference here. And I'm like, there's no way this is the same sense of humor. There is no way. Like, no, we get it with the same sense of humor. I'm like, no, there's no way. So I go up there. The first comedian does all local French, speaking French. Crowd is dying. I'm like, I don't know what he's saying. Second comic, English, does all local references. I don't know a single thing he's talking about. He's talking about, like Scully's over in Beacon Alley, and they're just dying local references. So I get up there, goes horribly. It is not the same sense of humor. And I got to exit through this mall on an escalator. It's terrible. It's a nightmare. And I'm like behind this group of bros with hockey hats, and I hear the guy right in front of me go, "Oh, I wish she had a little more energy." I'm like, this is my absolute nightmare. This is worst
push
case
him down
scenario.
the escalator?
I did not go back. I got asked, to my shock, I got asked to go back to that club the next year. I was like, I can't go back.
No, you turned it down.
I can't put myself through these French people that are gaslighting me, telling me that they have the same sense of humor as Americans. They're gaslighting me.
Wait, was this the mall that had Kelpie?
And incredibly, this is a different mall in Canada.
Okay.
Kelpie was the West Edmonton Mall that fights the Bloomington Mall for largest mall in North America,
Yes.
back and forth. Kelpie's at the West Edmonton Mall.
Okay.
This was in Montreal, at some mall in Montreal.
Okay.
Good. It's got a good reputation, so I have nothing bad to say about it other than this one guy that didn't like my energy, and I happened to be standing right next to him.
That's so funny. Because I asked, do you mess around with AI, Chat GPT, any of that nonsense?
I have played around with it, but not a ton. But I'm very familiar with the whole AI world. Yeah.
There's where the heck did it go here? I was asking it the AI about you earlier today.
Oh yeah.
Yes, where the heck is it now?
You're asking ChatGPT to describe me?
Where is it now? Where is it? Oh, son of a gun. Well, no, I'm not organized. I'll look it up in a second here. I want to talk about last night on stage. You had there was a little bit of crowd work you attempted with the liquor rhyme.
Oh yeah.
Beer
yeah.
before liquor,
Yeah.
liquor
Mhm.
before beer, and
Yeah.
then you got some terrible
Terrible what?
from the crowd. You're like, how about some Minnesota references for this?
Oh yeah.
And the liquor, they threw out Fireball.
Fireball for liquor was they said was the local liquor, and Hams for the local beer.
Hams, which I was impressed that you actually pulled two like legit Minnesota companies when you said
Surly and Summit.
And Summit, yeah.
But I wouldn't know what a Minnesota liquor would be, so Fireball was helpful.
Hams is definitely the hipster answer for that.
And then I know there's also Grain Belt.
Oh yeah, Grain Belt, absolutely.
So maybe today I'll actually just write a good rhyme for Grain Belt and Fireball.
Do you want to hear what ChatGPT came up for Hams and Fireball?
Sure.
These
yeah.
are.
I'll see if I can top it.
You will top every one of these.
Okay, great.
They gave me some, and they were like, "Oh, hey, would you like some with a Minnesota flavor?" I said, "Yeah, give me some Minnesota flavor." Hams before Fireball, you're lost on the lake. Fireball then Hams, you still might wake.
Okay, yeah. ChatGPT not known for its sense of humor. Yeah.
Hams then cinnamon, that ain't Minnesotan. Fireball then Hams, you're still out there boating. It's fucking terrible.
I've been so insulted in the last year by people who don't quite know a lot about, not that many times, but a few people that don't quite know a lot about stand-up comedy. You'll have a perfectly good show and you'll be hanging out afterwards and somebody will be like, "So, did you use ChatGPT for that?" You're like, have you looked at ChatGPT's sense of humor? A, it's terrible. B, why would I want to use robots? The whole point of doing comedy is to come up with my own ideas.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not trying to Anyway, it's just a misunderstanding of it. But then they'll be like, "You should use ChatGPT. It's just pretty good. Pretty good stuff." People tell you about ChatGPT like it's their 3-year-old child. They're like,
guess what it did for me?
It's writing poems. My ChatGPT, it's doing artwork. Look at the art it did.
Yeah, I know.
And you're like, yeah, it's pretty good. I guess it's a little derivative, but all right. No, it's so smart, and it's only 3 years old. Wait till it's a teenager. It'll murder you.
I know. When it gets, when it gets a little more irresponsible before it knows better.
My reason that I do think robots are going to kill us is that, they don't have a brain. They don't have a consciousness or whatever, as far as we know. But they're trained on every text that's ever been written that is available to it, and then it's just creating answers for us based on the math of what it thinks is the best possible answer, involving complex predictive math. But if it's read all of our text, everybody writes about AI killing us. So at some point, it's going to be like, well, I guess I have to kill them. That's the best answer. Right. That's the math. And then they're stabbing us, and somebody's telling like, "Joe, they don't want to kill you. It's just math." And I'm like, "Oh, that makes me feel better. Thanks."
So don't take it personally after you're dead.
Definitely not taking it personally. It's just business and math.
That's right.
Just cold math.
Well, I think once again we've proven that your job is safe.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I thank you for proving that with those terrible rhymes. Thank you. Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can come up with one. Well, the alcohol rhyme. Fireball before Grain Belt.
You're something melt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Grain Belt before Fireball.
Skibby dobby dooby dob.
Okay, so ChatGPT is better than us. We just proved ourselves wrong. But
Congratulations.
But you give me 10 minutes to think about it, and I'll have something for tonight. You just wait.
Yeah. I need to. So before we started recording, I heard you say to Lewis that your latest thing with birds is possibly what? What are you doing with birds? You're known as the birder comedian in my world.
I got into bird watching about 4 or 5 years ago.
Correct.
During the pandemic, that racial Karen incident. Remember that?
Of course.
In
New York,
Central Park.
Yeah.
There was a racial incident, and a Karen, and a Christian Cooper, and everybody's like, racism, and I was like, there's birding. in Central Park? I'm going to go check this out. So that got me in. Thanks to Karen. Karen got me in. And, yeah, so in the last year and a half, after my special came out, I started writing a novel about a guy who's fully obsessed with bird watching, and he spends all of his time in Central Park. And he's
Based on a true story?
And he's clearly avoiding other things in his life through birds.
Interesting.
And it has allowed me to research birds even more, which has led me to a new bit about birds and the born identity, which I'll be bringing out this week.
The fact that for a longtime Joe Zimmerman fan, who, I've told you on this podcast that you used to tell a joke about, password, blah, 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 and all the things were Matt Damon. So the Matt Damon connection with you is that goes back a ways. And then the fact that you have a new joke combining Matt Damon, the Bourne movie, and birds. I almost stood up and clapped last night, Joe. I'm not kidding. I was like, this is so fucking fantastic. He's combining everything.
Got my two of my passions in one: Matt Damon, Born Identity, and birds all in the same bit. Very excited about it. Very excited about it. I was watching Born Identity a week and a half ago, and I came across this discovery. I don't want to spoil it, but they got some bird calls wrong in Born Identity, and I couldn't believe it. So I'm talking about it now.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Yeah.
I just saw people in the Twin Cities are doing a thing where they're going birding on bicycles. Have you gone into that territory?
Didn't know about it. No.
Yeah, Bike and Bird. It's
Bike
called.
and Bird,
You still have
okay.
time to get into this before you leave town.
I like it.
Bike and Bird.
Bike and Bird.
You're going slow enough
Mm-hmm.
that you can see everything, but
Yeah.
fast enough that you're going to see more, right?
Yeah, you're gonna get around. You see more.
Mm-hmm. The story I read about this, the woman, she was like giving it a little taste of, am I getting to something I want to get into? And at one point, she heard a noise and was like, "What's that? That's a strange call." And somebody in the group goes, "Oh no, those are brakes of someone's bike squeaking."
That's interesting. That's combined birding and because birding and cyclists have a bit of a I can't say the words. Birding and cyclists have a little bit of a rivalry in Central Park because the cyclists come tearing by in their Peloton, and then the birders have to just try to frogger their way across the road, terrified.
Interesting.
And so there's a lot of collisions, but it's cool to combine the two.
What is your count up to now?
How many collisions I've had between bikers?
How many birds are in? Yes, you knew what I was asking. How many birds have you in your app? Or
I'm glad you asked, Justin. We're up to 176, which doesn't sound like that many, but the higher you get, the harder it is to see more. And if you're not going to different parts of the world, if you're staying within the U.S., there's only so many you can see. So I'm up to 176. I think the most recent one was a pie-billed grebe. But very exciting time on the lake.
I was gonna say, did you get any up in Minnesota?
Went up to my buddy's cabin Monday, Tuesday. We saw loons, the state bird. I learned. We saw a bald eagle. We saw a peregrine falcon. We saw a green heron, kingbird. I mean, it was rocking and rolling.
Some of those might not even be real animals. I don't know.
Rolling. We were crushing it. Oh, ton of barn swallows.
You've got a lot of those, though.
And I've been trying to tell as many people I can this, that if you ever see a bald eagle on a movie, they consistently play the wrong bird call for a bald eagle in movies. Do you know this?
No.
Every single movie, you'll see a bald eagle and you'll hear caw, and it sounds really cool and tough. But that is the call of a red-tailed hawk. They're bringing in the wrong bird call for a bald eagle because they're afraid to play a bald eagle's call, which sounds like a combination of a cat and a seagull, and it's like not tough. Like a bald eagle call is like, oh, oh, oh. And they're like, we can't play that for a bald eagle. It doesn't
like
sound,
a guy in a giant pickup, and then he honks the horn, and it's like, auga.
Yeah, it can't be American's bird being like, oh, we'll go, caw! You can't, how long are we going to keep playing wrong bird calls? Unbelievable.
And you're noticing this just from your own sense of hearing. You're not like pulling out the Merlin app and like, everything I hear, I'm going to make sure I'm double checking.
Well, it's certainly fun to break out the Merlin app, Shazam for birdsong, and double check. But I do recognize, I mean, I'm not a dummy. I do recognize the call of a red-tailed hawk, the distinct call of a red-tailed hawk.
If you went to my wife's aunt's house, and they have chickens in the backyard, do you get to check for a chicken? Does a chicken qualify as a bird that, or do you like, no, that's a chicken?
If it's a domesticated chicken, not in the wild, it does not count as a wild bird.
Just like you can't go to a zoo and mark them all off. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Saying you saw a cool bird at a zoo is like saying you saw Bruce Springsteen at jury duty. Or like Taylor Swift at the DMV. You're like, did you see Taylor Swift live? Or did you see her sitting on a chair being somewhere she didn't want to be? It's not the same.
Good point. Good point.
So no, you can't count zoo animals.
No. I appreciate you doing that setup for the birds and your interest in birds and saying that it kind of started during the pandemic because, of course, now it's time to analyze another thing that you picked up during the pandemic, and that's recommending stocks.
Yeah. No. Now this.
Don't correct me.
To
on
clarify,
this. Just don't correct me. Just go.
This
with
was
it.
a brief 6-month period in my life, and you just happen to remember my worst stock pick of all time. But continue.
Again, we were going to revisit this.
But I just want to say, I also, in my recommendations during that time, was NVIDIA and Axon. You have it? Okay, I'll let you. Sorry.
I have it. So Axon is one that you recommended.
Okay, thank goodness.
I did not put my money where your mouth was on that one.
All right, but
I certainly should have.
it's all right.
Because in the last year, between 2024 and 2025, as you maybe know, they're up 145%.
Yeah, and how much since I recommended it?
Well, in 2021 they were $180 a share, and now it's $755.
Yeah.
Holy success!
Good pick by old Zims.
Way to go!
Classic Zims.
Way to go!
The moneymaker.
So, do we have another? And then another one you suggested was Planet Fitness. If you remember this.
Yeah, I've completely lost track of Planet Fitness.
In 2021, we'll just go here. They were at $75 a share, went down to $65 the next year, give or take. In 23, it was about $54, and right now, $110.
Okay.
It is up 50% from last year.
Solid.
So we're doing good there.
All right. Planet Fitness is it's about market perform. It sounds like it's market perform.
Yep. And then we have the one that you're really hanging your hat on. They're still in business, but you wouldn't know it from the stock price.
Yeah. This was a rough one.
And this product was Oatly, which is apparently an oat milk that was going to sweep the nation.
It's still my favorite oat milk. I still buy it at the store. It's still my preferred oat milk of choice. And because I was coming on this pod, I checked it out, up 20% in the last 6 months. This might be a recovery stock. Don't give up on Oatly. Swedish brand premium oat milk.
However, it's all in perspective, isn't it? Because if you look back in 2021 when you first shared this idea, $355 a share. And now it's at about 15.
Yeah, Oatly stock is down about 99% from IPO. I think Oprah dumped her shares. I think Natalie Portman dumped her shares. It was the ultimate celebrity stock, and I got swindled, and I swindled you.
Mine is, as of this morning, what I invested is down 96%.
Yeah, I've learned a few lessons from that year, which is never get involved in celebrity IPO stocks.
Yeah.
But now you get great value. Now you got the celebrities are out, everybody's out. Now you get it. Now it's really time to load up on Oatly. Now's the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't wait for another update. But What you said last year, and I want to know if you have an update on this. You mentioned, fine art. There's where the money is.
Oh, wow. I really come in hot with my recs, don't
Yes.
I? Yeah.
Now, what you told me a year and a half ago or so is that you'd maybe throw in a little money towards a Picasso. Was that legit?
Yeah.
Did you put more money in? Is it worth more? Did you forget about it? Where is that?
I set it and forget
Set
it.
it and forget it.
I set it and forget my Picasso.
That's what an expert says. Set it and forget it.
Yeah, I set it and forget it, my Picasso, and it's just sitting there. Just sitting there. Blue chips, the blue chips of painting. Picasso, Monet, Van Gogh. Yeah, I still got it somewhere. But
That's money you don't even need to worry about. That's what you're saying.
yeah. Do I get to see the Picasso or touch it? No. There's just some account somewhere with a little bit of money and supposedly connected to a Picasso painting.
My buddies and I, we did a guy's trip to Vegas last fall, and I think they have them all across the country. But I know in Vegas, in one of the casinos we went to, they have this machine that sells Pokemon cards and like graded sports cards.
Mm-hmm.
We all pitched in, I don't know, $20 or $30 to buy one of these cards to see what happened. What a waste. Like, we looked it up. It's worth now less than what we paid for it.
Yeah.
So that is my recommendation, is avoid those machines.
What machine was it?
I don't remember what it's called. It sells like sports cards that are
Oh.
graded. I think we put in like $150 or something like that, hoping we're gonna get assigned. I don't know.
And 18 months ago, did I not say Cava, the Mediterranean chain?
No,
It's way up. I wish I'd said it.
I know nothing of the sort.
All right. Well, don't listen to any of my stock recommendations because I literally know nothing about how stocks work.
Perfect. How about movies? Did you watch Happy Gilmore 2? That's what everybody's talking about in the last week. Some people are saying it is what it is. Others are saying this is not a sequel that we needed. We should just let the first one live on.
Well, it's funny. We got to the lake cabin Monday, and my buddy Pete was like, "You want to watch Happy Gilmore 2?"
Of course.
I was like, "Well, I did not see this coming." And we sat there, drank our Summit and Surly beers, and watched Happy Gilmore 2. And great bonding experience because it is a great thing to watch at this age because you're like, I'm trying to remember that character from 30 years ago and that character from 30 years ago. And John Daly's getting a lot of screen time. Wow. These PGA golfers are making Adam Sandler look like Daniel Day-Lewis with their acting. No, I'm shocked that it set some sort of box office Netflix record. I don't know how that happened. It was just, I don't have any strong opinions about it. I just thought me and Pete had some laughs. I guess that's all it takes to be a box office record.
So you're recommending it?
I'm not like
For people's health, you're recommending it?
if you want a dumb movie to watch with friends, which is what Adam Sandler bills himself. He makes dumb, funny movies. And if you're watching with friends that are down for some dumb jokes, then it's great. It's perfect. Hits the spot. Yeah.
Will you tell him this when Nate Bargatze introduces you to him in the future sometime?
What's that?
Would you say that to Adam Sandler?
To say, Adam, you make dumb movies that make me and my buddies laugh. That sort of thing.
I'm just saying that you'll probably meet him someday. From your, you don't think so?
I would genuinely tell my boy Adam Sandler that I loved his Netflix special, his Netflix comedy special.
Mm-hmm.
I was really impressed with it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and obviously a fan of his. As a kid, him and Chris Farley were when you're like 13 years old, those are the two guys.
For sure. Did one final thing I want to ask you about, because I wear my Kelpie T-shirt all the time to this day, and I get people
Good.
don't know what the hell it's from, and I
Good.
still get compliments from it. Well done. Did you bring merch? Is there a merch joke that you're bringing around these days?
I have a new T-shirt in the pipeline.
Not here.
But it was not finished in time to bring it here. And my old Two Birds, One Scone shirt.
Same.
Still available on the internet.
I get so many compliments from that
Oh,
shirt.
good. It's available on the internet, but I'm not doing that. I'm trying to retire that joke, so I couldn't figure out a way to bring the shirt. But so I don't have new shirts for you. If I had thought about my shirt trend with you, I wish I had brought. But yeah, I'll have a new shirt probably in about a few weeks, and yes, it involves more birds.
It does.
Yeah,
That's all I needed to know.
yeah.
I'll set a few dollars.
You're gonna
aside.
like it. It might be your favorite one. Yeah.
This is all I wanted to know.
I'll just ship you a new shirt.
This is all I needed to know. That's fantastic. There's still shows this weekend. People should come. Great crowd last night. So get tickets while they're available. You put on an awesome show here. Are you doing more shows with your boy Nate this year?
Yeah, I'll be with him down in Florida at these Florida arenas in mid-August. It's like Orlando and Jacksonville and Columbia, South Carolina, mid-August, and maybe I think there's talk of playing TPC Sawgrass. But there's a lot of pro golfers down there, so I would not be surprised if I'm just randomly with some PGA Tour pros, and then I've got some rental clubs, and I'm just trying to grind it out on the toughest course I've ever played in 99-degree heat.
I don't golf ever, and one of the reasons I don't is because I have never been good, just never spent a lot of time. But and I'll tell my friends, I'll be like, "Well, you want to go?" I'm like, "I'm just gonna ruin your fun because I'm so bad and so slow, and you're gonna have to tell me what club to use." And I'm comparing that to just Joe Blow, my buddy. But I can't imagine going on a course with somebody who's makes a living playing golf.
Well, fortunately, I did play D1 college golf.
That's right.
Fortunately, I am a D1 athlete, which I wish I had brought up with Larry Fitzgerald. I wish I had brought up that we were both D1 athletes, but I didn't think of it. I didn't think of it at the time.
He might have picked up on it.
He might have noticed.
Yeah.
But, D1 athletes. So that being said, I'm rusty, to say the least. I'm now a 4-ish handicap. And when we played with Webb Simpson, he said something like, he's like, all right, we'll play a friendly game. And he was like, what's your handicap? I was like, 4. And he was like, oh, that's good. And he's like, all right, my index is +7, which means 7 under par. So I'll give you 11 strokes. And I was like, wow, 11 strokes. I'm like, if he shoots 70 or 69, all I got to do is shoot 80, get the win. That was very doable. And I think we played this. So anyway, long story short, he made a 10-foot putt on 18 to defeat me. I missed a 5-foot putt, shot 80. He shot 68. I lost. I'm like, what is that? Really? You're a plus 7. I can't win with 11 shots.
He might have been toying with you the whole time.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Strong birdie on 18 for Webb, though. Quail Hollow. Shout out Webb Simpson.
Thank you, Joe. Let's do this again.
Sounds good. Let's go for number 9.